Hey, y'all ready for some number sense? In this video, I'm going over UIL number sense test, high school test A from 2018. And this is a mental math contest, which means all answers are to be written, only the answers, no scratch paper. All problems are to be solved mentally, and problems with the star approximations, and plus or minus 5%. So we will have 10 minutes to work the first 80 problems. Today I'm doing the first 20, and then if you hang around to the end, I'm going to give you some bonus problems, and then also question and answers at the end. Okay, let's start with number 1. 118 plus 811 minus 181. So what I'm going to do, and I will make notes here. You can only write the answer down, but I'm going to add 19 here to make that an even 200, so I have to add 19 here. So 811 plus 19 is 830, minus 200 is 630, so I've got 630, and then I've got to add 118. 118, so 18 plus 30 is 48, and 6 plus 1 is 7. So that's 748. Number 2 is 40 times 125. When I see 125 or 1.25 or 12.5, then I think of 1/8 of something, 1/8 of 1,000 in this case. So 1/8 of 1,000, 1/8 of 1,000 is 125. So what I do is divide by 8, multiply by 1,000. It turns out that 8 goes into 40 5 times. 5 times 1,000 would be 5,000. So your answer there is 5,000. Number 3, adding fractions, we want the answer as a proper fraction. So 5/8 is the same as 10/16. 10 plus 3 is 13. So it would be 13 over 16. Number 4 is an interesting problem. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 4 is 31, carry a 3. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 3 is 21, carry a 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. So this one actually has a neat little shortcut. So if you go 1, 2, 3 times 9 plus 4, you're going to have 4 ones. So let's look for a pattern here. So if you have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 9 plus 5, you're going to have 5 ones. And if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 9 plus 6, that means you're going to have what? 6 ones. 111,000 and 111. And that's the shortcut when you have 1, 2, 3 times 9 plus the number after this one right here. So this is 1, 2, 3 and then 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. So you're going to have all ones. Neat little shortcut to know. Okay, number 5, 17 squared, that's 289. And I recommend that you memorize at least your first 30 squares. Number 6, 3 over 40 is a percent, but we want the answer as a decimal. If it was 3/4, it would be 75%. 3 over 40, you take 75 and divide by 10, so it's 7.5. Number 7, 16 times 28 plus 16 times 22. So here, you would mentally factor out a 16, and you're left with 28 plus 22. Now, once again, I'm showing you the work here just to explain the problem. You cannot write anything other than the answer. So 28 plus 22 is 50. 50 times 16 is the same thing as 100 times 8. 100 times 8 is 800. That's called using a double and half method. Number 11. If I divide by 2.5, if I divide by 25, if I divide by 0.25 or anything like that, I think of 1/4. When you divide by 1/4, you multiply by 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by 4 and this by 4. And I have 44 over 10, which is 4.4. So anytime you're dividing by 2.5, just multiply by 4. That gives you 10 in the denominator. Multiply by 4 in the numerator. 11 times 4 is 44. 44 over 10 is 4.4. Now that's number sense. If you like number sense, remember to hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up on this one. Number 9, the largest prime factor of 76. 76 is 4 times 19. 19 is a prime number. So that would be the largest prime factor. Number 10 is an approximation. It's a starred problem. And so you can do 160, add 2, subtract 2. You can do 160 times 260. So I'm going to write 2 zeros down. And here's how I multiply by 16. 16 times 6 is 96. Carry 9. 16 times 2 is 32. Plus my 9 is 41. Now, there's another way of multiplying by 16, or by 8, or by 4, or by 2. If you know how to double numbers, this is another method. So, since 16 is 2 to the 4th, if it was 8, I would just double 3 times. I got to double 4 times. So I have 260. I think of 26, write down the 0. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that, and I'm going to double the second time, and double again, and double a 4th time. And that's how you get this 416. And so that's another way of doing times 16. If it was times 8, I would just double 3 times. Number 11, 430 divided by 9. They want the answer as a mixed number. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the 3 digits, 4 plus 3 plus 0. That gives me the remainder part, 7. So remainder 7 means I have 7 9s. And then I add the first 2 numbers, 4 plus 3, that's 7. And then I just bring down the 4. So the answer there is 47 and 7 9s. Okay, number 12 is 6 is what percent less than 25? So subtract 6 from 25, that leaves you 19. So I'm going to put 19 over 25. Multiply by 4 in the numerator and denominator, that's 76 out of 100. That would be 76%. If you haven't subscribed by now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Number 13, 80% of 80, that's 64. So 64 minus 80, that's a negative 16. So number 13 should be negative 16. Number 14, we're adding fractions. We want the answer as a mixed number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 7 times 2, this is 14, and 5 times 5 is 25, using a cross product. And I'm going to add those two. That's going to give me my numerator. So I'm going to have 39 over 35. Don't write 39 over 35. You've got to simplify that. That's 1 and what? 4 over 35. Carry a 1. And then 1 plus 1 plus the carry, that makes 3. So your answer there should be 3 and 4 over 35. Number 15. M is 1,000. Make sure you know your Roman numerals. M is 1,000. C is 100. XL is 40. So I have 1,140. VI, that's 6. 5 plus 1. So it's 1146. If you have any questions on any of these, just leave a note in the comments. And I'll answer all the comments for you. Number 16, if 1 gram is 0.04 ounces, 120 grams is what in ounces? So I have to multiply it by 0.04, okay? So for each gram is 0.04. So multiply 120 times 4, and then divide by 100. So 120 doubled is 240. Double again is 480. 480 divided by 100 is 4.8. Now here you have to be very careful that you do not write 4.80. That would be an extra 0. That would be counted wrong. So 4.8 is the correct answer. Number 17, greatest common factor, greatest common divisor for 24, 36, and 28. Look at the difference here. That's 12, and that's 12, and 12 goes into all of them. So the answer is 12. Number 18, 1994 times 6 plus 36. So when you see 1994, you're 6 short of 2,000. So I have 2,000 minus 6, and I multiply by 6, but then I'm going to add 36. So 6 times 2,000 is 12,000. The minus 36 and the plus 36 will cancel out. So all you have to do is 6 times 2,000, that's 12,000. Neat little shortcut. Everything canceled out. The 36 is canceled out, and you have an even number of 12,000. That's the end of the first column. I'm going to slide over to the second column and start with number 19. Number 19 is a question about prime numbers, and make sure you're familiar with all your prime numbers and recognize prime numbers. Now, between 90 and 100, did you know that there's only one prime number between 90 and 100? Yes, that's 97. So you could go through each one, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Oh yeah, 97 is prime. And that would be the smallest prime number. It's the only prime number in the 90s, from 90 to 100. And so that's a good fact to know about prime numbers, because it does come out quite a bit. Number 20 is an approximation, and we're doing 810,000 divided by 159. And so for that one, I'm going to make this a 160, and 16 goes into 800, 60 goes into 85 times, and then you have a little bit more because I'm going to add one. You could have 5,100. 5,000 would be okay. 5,100 is a better answer. Okay. Now we go into our bonus questions. And so thanks for hanging around to the end of the video, because now I'm going to go over beyond 20. Let's see, what are some good problems here? So as a bonus, I'm going to go over 29, 30, 31, any of those. I've done 32 before and 33. So let's take a look at 29. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. What does that look like? It looks like triangular numbers. And so P would be the sixth triangular number, which is 21. So I'm just going to make a note of that. And then you have 28, 36, and then 45. So be familiar with the triangular numbers. So this one's actually 45 here. And so that's the ninth triangular number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that is the ninth triangular number. And they want Q minus P. So what's 45 minus 21? That would be 24. So the key there is just to identify the triangular numbers. It wouldn't hurt to memorize the first 10 or 12 triangular numbers just to know them right offhand. If you don't know what a triangular number, just ask me in the comments and I'll answer for you. Triangular numbers come out a lot in number sense. Okay, 7 days as an approximation is approximately how many minutes? Well, 24 hours in one day, and there's 60 minutes per hour. So 24 times 60, that's how many minutes you get per day, and then we're going to multiply that times 7. So I'm going to write a 0 down, and then I'm going to say, okay, well, 24 times 6 is 144, double and a half, 12 times 12. So I have 144 times 7. 144 times 7, I'm going to multiply 7 times 4 is 28, carry 2, 7 times 14 is 98, plus 2 is 100. And that's actually an exact, and that's okay because I don't mind multiplying 7 times 1440. That's not bad. You could round off to 1400 and then add a little bit. 1400 times 7 is 9800, and that's pretty close. That would work also. Number 31, x plus y is 23 and x times y. So the key here is to factor out 76. And we said earlier in the test, 19 times 4 is 76. So 19 plus 4 is also 23. So this could be 4 and this could be 19, or the other way around. Now look at this. Y has to be bigger than x. So if y is 19, x is 4. They want the value of x. So that would be 4. And that's going to be it for today's video. And thank you for listening all the way to the end. I do have some students that will ask, is there any way you can help me, maybe 1 hour a week, couple hours a month? And I'm now available, since I'm no longer coaching a team this year, I'm available to help students that need help one-on-one. And I'm going to write my email at the bottom. Well, I hope you learned something new today. And my email here is the numbersense400@gmail.com. And I will ask a question, those of you that are listening here. at the end. Why did I pick the number 400? And leave a comment and we'll see who gets this one right. Why did I pick the number 400 and the number since 400? And give me your best guess why I picked 400. And thank you for watching to the end, and we will see you in the next video.